Are you having a grumpy sacrum day, or maybe a little bit of lower back pain, or some issues around your SI joint? If so, I've got a beautiful gentle somatic yoga class just for you. Hi, I'm Renee McLaughlin. I'm a somatic movement educator, and I help women just like you lighten up and your body, mind, and spirit so you can live a life of ease and joy. All right, are you ready? Before we begin, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and ding the bell so you get notifications when I upload more and more of these wonderful classes that can help you make fit and fabulous. All right, I will see you on the floor in the studio. On our backs. Oh, yes, that feels good, doesn't it? So just bringing your feet down. Now, we're going to do our three-part breathing like we've been doing. And then we're going to go into a bit of arch and curl, but we're going to explore different ways to do it with our legs in different positions. And just notice how just the different positioning with the legs, what you're feeling and how that expresses all the way up the body. So I'm going to start today with my feet out wider, almost like shoulder width, and allow my knees to drop in together. So it might take you a second to kind of get your place. That's like a teepee position. That allows those thigh bones to be in an internal rotation. And you'll find that so much of our movement, whether it's our T-Tapp class or whatever else we're doing, we tend to have more of an external rotation. So this will be interesting. All right, so one hand gently on your chest, the other on your belly. If you like this, if you prefer to have your hands down, that works too. So we're going to do our deep breath in through the nose, expanding the belly and bringing it up. You ready? So inhale. Notice how the hands move away from each other. The tailbone draws down. Exhale from the top. And you can do it either through the mouth or through the nose. I'm going to do these through the nose to start. Doing it to your timing, but go really slowly. Inhale again through the nose. I'll count if you want to do it with my count. So it's an inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top. Notice what you're feeling. And exhale to that same slow 4. And you might just want to go just to neutral. Inhale again, slow for 4. Feeling your belly expand with the breath, and rib cage, then chest. You might notice here, you'll feel the tailbone. You might notice that your chin tucks. Exhale. Starting with the chest. Ribs, belly. So just let the belly draw down to wherever it's ready to go. And at the very end, your back is neutral. Just draw the belly button down to the spine and to the floor. Notice as you do this, you will get a bit of flat back. Let's go again. Inhale. Pause at the top. And exhale, chest first. Ribs, belly, just allow the belly balloon to go out to wherever it's ready to go to. And now actually pull the belly button down. Notice what happens there. The hands automatically come together a little closer, flat back. One more time, inhale. Good. You might even want to notice how the lower back is lifting off the ground. What are you feeling? Neck and shoulders. Exhale. This time, let's exhale slow through the mouth. Good. And then draw that belly button in. And then just come to neutral. Awesome. And you can take your hands down. Let's bring our arms down low, the palms up. Beautiful. Let's add the arms in now with the breath in the arch. So the arms will just slide on the ground up into a big V. Ready? Inhale. Good. Feel the rib cage expand. Bring those arms up. Feel the shoulders in the ground. The chin is tucked. Where are you feeling this? Exhale. Letting the arms just go down to neutral. Let the back go to neutral. And then completely let go. Notice what your back in neutral feels like in this position. And now when we inhale and exhale, we're going to do our tilt. You're going to internally rotate those shoulders as well and lift the arms up. So you'll be internally rotated legs and shoulders. Let's just do an inhale first. And then exhale, tilt, internally rotate the shoulders. Backs of palms face each other. Lift the arms so that they're kind of parallel there to the legs. And then slowly release the arms all the way down. Bring the back to neutral. Let's do that whole thing a little faster. You ready? So inhale. Shin tucks, tailbone, reach out a little bit if you want even more feeling in the rib cage. Exhale. I'm drawing them down. I'm going right into the tilt. Internally rotate, lifting the arms. I might even tuck my chin and lift the head and shoulders. What does that feel like? And then slowly release back to neutral and go right into it just one more time. Inhale, arch, bring the arms up. And exhale, arms all the way by your side, internally rotate, tuck under, tuck chin, lift. And then allow yourself to come back to neutral and relax. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to open my knees. I'm going to bring my feet under my hips. And this time, let's just do legs to start. As you inhale and arch, you're going to let the knees go out to the sides. So inhale, arch. Let your knees open. Notice if you're feeling any contraction, any jumpiness, arching it. What do you feel in the back from here? Exhale, bring the knees back up. Ooh, I'm shaking. Let's just pause there. Inhale. And on the exhale, tilt under. Pressing the lower back, keeping the knees right there. And then release to neutral. So we're going to do that, but adding the sliding up of the arms as we go out and the internal rotation lift as we come in. So here we go. Let's inhale, arch. Slowly letting the knees drop out with the arch. The arm comes up. Feel the rib cage expansion. The chin is tucked. Exhale, arms slide down. Knees come up. Internally rotate. Tuck it under. Tuck the chin. Lift. And allow yourself to come back to neutral. Beautiful. How about one more time like that? So inhale, arch, knees come out, arms draw up. If you were shaking, are you still shaking? Exhale. Bringing it in, tilting, internally rotating, lifting the head. Probably have no breath left, right? And bringing those knees to neutral as you drop yourself down. Outstanding. Let's now go ahead and put our hands behind the head. Beautiful. So we're going to do our arch, flatten, and curl. We'll keep the knees straight up here for this first one. So here we go. Inhale, arch. And pause there at the top for a moment. Chin is tucked. Gently press the elbows in the ground. Feel now the tailbone drawing and the back lifting. And exhale. Let's go to neutral. Just pause there for a minute, feeling the neutral. Then we inhale first into the belly. And then exhale, tilt lower back, elbows hug, shin tucks, and you gently lift the head and shoulders just to wherever they're ready to go. Drop the head weight into the hands, lengthening that neck. You might even want to hold there for a second. Gently press the shoulders down as those elbows are hugging. Ooh, that feels good, doesn't it? You're breathing normally now. Just allow your back to come to neutral as you drop. You'll feel your fingers touch. And then inhale, squeeze those elbows in towards each other. So you're getting a stretch across the back of the shoulders. Slowly now, you're going to let those elbows go back out to the side. Do a slow release. Relaxing the hands as well, and make sure you do that slow release all the way till you can go absolutely no further, and then relax. Just notice where those elbows are now. You got a little bit out of that. So on this next one, we're going to do the same thing. The only difference is when we arch, let's allow our knees to draw out to the sides, and then we'll bring them back up as we come into the neutral. So inhale. Belly lifts, knees open. Notice what you're feeling, inner thighs. How does that change how you feel with the tailbone, lower back? Press the elbows. Shin is tucked. All your back muscles are engaged. Exhale, just come to neutral. So the knees will come up, the elbows stay where they are. I got some shakiness coming up, which is interesting. All right, now we're going to do our curl. Inhale, and then exhale. Flatten it, tuck the chin, elbows in. Gently lift the shoulders. Good. Let the head go there. Let's do a hunch of the shoulders. Pull them up. Slowly drop them down. Hug the elbows in even more. And slowly bring them back to neutral, drop the head. You'll feel the fingers touch. Back completely neutral. Inhale, squeeze those elbows in towards each other. Feel the stretch across the back. And slowly relaxing the hands, allowing the elbows to open up to the sides. And relax there. Just noticing what you're feeling. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to release the back of my head from right now, and I'm going to put my arms down in a low V, and let's play a little bit with our pelvic clock. So we've already done our 6 o'clock and our 12 o'clock, but let's just focus on it one more time. So you're going to inhale, arch, rolling under. So feeling that tailbone on the ground with the big back lift, that's your 6 o'clock. And then you can just exhale, tilt under. Your tail will lift a little bit to get you right to the bottom of that rib cage. There's your 12. So let's just flow a little faster, see how that feels. So you're going to inhale, arch to 6. Flow through neutral all the way up to a 12. Back to 6. Back to 12. Come to neutral. Notice one more thing, just what you're focusing on to have that happen. Let's do this movement first by using the feet to initiate. So in other words, as you inhale and arch, press the feet gently in the ground and up towards your body. And then exhale, press the heels away, tilting up. Now you do keep the knees straight up. So again, with the heels, you may need to move your feet. Inhale, pressing the heels in the ground, pulling them up towards the body to get a little bit more. Exhale, you'll come to neutral, and then the heels press in and away. And then come to neutral. Just an interesting difference. All right, now, your right side is going to be your 9 o'clock and your 6. So just lift your 9 o'clock hip up. Now, do it just with the hip, keeping the knees straight up. So just think, lift your right hip. Notice what that feels like. Slowly drop the right hip, relax, then lift the left hip from the hip. keeping the knees straight up. What do you feel in the middle? Is one side more challenging to lift than the other? Slowly drop that one. Neutral. Lift the right hip again from the hip. Can you get a little higher on one side than the other? Slowly drop the right hip. Relax in between. Then lift the left hip. When you even intend to lift the left hip, what do you feel? How does the brain respond to this? And then the body. And drop it and relax. Now, let's do that same movement. Initiate it from the heel. So press gently your right heel in the ground and allow it to lift your right hip. And then lower it and relax. Press the left heel in the ground. As soon as you do that, what do you feel? Lift the left hip, keeping the knees straight up. What do you feel? And drop it. I personally always find it much easier to use the heel, which is interesting. All right, so now we're going to go into the clock. I'm not going to go 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you guys know. But let's inhale, arch. Okay, you're 6 o'clock. And then maybe just lift the right hip and come up to 12 and over to the other side and roll down. And just go really slowly and deliberately. Do it from the hip first and notice how much those knees probably want to get into the act, right? They want to open, don't let it. So that's taking away the movement of the pelvis as you arch down. And once you feel like you've got that movement, small, but you're pretty good with it, go the other way. Notice if one way feels a little easier than the other way. You can use the breath even as you come to 12. And then inhale, arch to the 6. And over, exhale to the 12. So the 12 and the other side lift. Good. And then when you feel like you got that, can you make it a little bigger? Really tilting under. Seeing where it starts to disintegrate. And then you slow it back down again. Beautiful. And then just relax. Just come to neutral. Let everything go. Good. Draw your legs straight down. Relax them. Let them flop out. You might want to move them a little bit. Good. Take a nice deep breath into the belly. Expand all the way up. Exhale out through your mouth. Get rid of all the stale air. And just take a quick notice. Just a general focus. Are you feeling some movement in there? Are you getting some gurgling in your belly? That just means that you're relaxing and allowing the digestion to happen. Some of us are getting little licks from sweet puppies. Others, cats are walking across our chest. Just relax. Allow the brain and the body to recalibrate what you just did. Now go ahead and bend those knees back up. Let's do our first rock for the morning. So lifting hands here and just get the rock that feels good to you. I'm going to have my knees open a little bit, just go side to side. Little side to side, and then I'm going to do a nice big rock so I can feel what's happening right behind my belly button and that top back side, how my pelvis is expressing itself. Beautiful. Now that move really does help work a little bit in the SI joint. So I'm going to let that go for a minute. Let's do some psoas releases. So we did all that walking just a little bit ago, and that can really tighten up the hip flexors and psoas. So I love this particular release. We do have the one where we lift the one leg and up and down, but this is the one I like. It's a little more flowy, and it gets more of the body involved. So just bringing your feet back under your hips. Good. And we're going to go right into our inhale, arch the tail. Good. Now on the flatten, exhale, and just bring your right knee into the chest. You can put your hands around the knee. So the tailbone comes up, you're flattening, and you're bringing that knee in. Feel how the lower back is lengthening in this position. Now, inhale, relax your hands on the knee, allow the knee to draw away from the torso as you inhale and arch. Big belly, chin tucks, exhale. Back flattens, pull the knee in. Keep the other leg there. You can gently press that other heel in the ground, keeping the knee right up, lengthening the lower back. And then come to neutral. Beautiful. Allow the knee to come right back, about knee over hip. And now on that next inhale, we're going to bring it in again. So inhale, let it go away first on the big inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten once again, pulling it in. Good. Now on this next inhale, you're going to arch and straighten the leg out in front of you. So let's inhale, release the knee, arms can be next to you. But arch, foot drops, you're going to straighten that leg out with a big arch, reach it away. You can even flex the foot, reach the heel away. Exhale and just come to neutral. Inhale, exhale, flatten. So you're tipping up, you're feeling that belly button pressing, and that leg is still right there. This is how we're releasing in that flexor. Stay there with the leg. You don't have to flex anymore, but inhale, arch. Good. Feeling the length, feeling how that leg is reaching out more, but it's coming from your core. You might even feel your shoulders on the ground a bit, tucking chin. Exhale, flatten. Let it work. Let that flattening of the back, the leg hugs in towards the pelvis. Beautiful. Now release, just come to neutral, bend that leg back up. We're going to do it one more time, but as we straighten the leg, that same side arm is going to come up. So we'll get more of that whole side of the body involved. Inhale, arch. Good. Exhale, flatten, bend the knee back up into the chest. Press the other heel gently, really lengthening that lower back. Beautiful. Are you ready? So from here, release the leg, arms down. Inhale, arch. Leg comes down, and as it straightens, the same side arm slides up on the floor to up. Feel the rib cage expanding. Exhale. Just go to neutral. Relax. Good. We're going to inhale, arch again. And exhale, flatten. So feel all that again. It's coming from your core. The leg bone hugs. The shoulder hugs in. And one more time, staying there. Inhale, arch. Feel the leg reach out from the pelvis, arm out from the shoulder joint. Keeping the leg and arm there. Exhale, go right into a flatten. Beautiful. And then come to a neutral position. Let the arm come back, bend the knee. Outstanding, and just stay there for just a second. Now just slowly drop both legs down. Relax the legs there. You might want to shake a little bit and just notice. Do you feel any different on that right side from the left? What do you feel up in the top of the pelvis? So these are the hip flexors, the psoas. How do you feel on the back of your body and on the front? Do you feel a little bit more open? So the psoas works both sides, does it not, right? Because it's attached to the back spine and each side. So we've released one. Let's try to release the other. So we're going to bend those knees back up. We'll do that whole series on the other side. You might want to lift and drop. So let's inhale, arch. Exhale, and as we flatten, you're going to bring that left knee up, hold it in, press the right heel on the ground gently. Keeping the knee straight up to the ceiling. Nice. Come to neutral. Let's inhale, arch again. Let the knee draw away from the body as you inhale, arch. Good, the knee will go away a little bit. Feel what you're feeling right underneath back. Exhale. All the way, don't go to neutral. You go all the way to the flatten, bring the knee in. Opposite heel can draw down. Feel the length in that lower back. And one more time, release to neutral first. Inhale, arch, let the knee draw away. Good, chin is tucking. Exhale. From neutral all the way in. Feeling the length. Beautiful. Coming to neutral. Beautiful. So now on this one, we're going to inhale. You ready? Inhale, arch, bring the knee in. Good. And then just allow it to drop down and draw it all the way down. Good. Come to neutral. Inhale, arch one more time. Tailbone draws down. Feel how that feels like the leg is reaching out even further. Notice what you're feeling in the lower back on both sides. Exhale to neutral. Good work. Now, inhale into the belly and exhale, flatten. So you're flattening, the leg bone comes in and hugs. Feel what you're feeling because this is going to affect both sides. Stay there. Let's just do one more inhale arch. Letting the tailbone relax and go under. The knee goes with it. The leg, I should have said not the knee. Exhale, flatten. Feel how that leg bone hugs in. Now come to neutral. And then bend that knee back up again. Good. We'll do the same thing, including the arm. Nice. So inhale, arch. Letting it roll. Notice what now? We've done it a few times. How does it feel different? Exhale right into the flatten, lifting the knee. You can hug. Good. And let's bring that knee. Let's go ahead right into the inhale, arch again. Letting the knee drop down a little bit. Exhale all the way to the flatten. Good. And then on this next inhale, you're going to allow that knee to go all the way down the leg. So release it, bring the arms down. Inhale, arch. And as you do, that leg goes down, you feel the heel, keep the arch, the leg straightens, that same side, arm comes up, big stretch. Exhale to neutral. Good. Let's inhale into the belly. And then exhale, flatten. Good, and notice what happens here. Leg bone hugs, arm bone hugs into the shoulder, but all the movement is coming from your pelvis, and then release to neutral. While we're here, let's go right from an inhale arch all the way to the flatten, keeping the other knee up. You ready? So inhale, arch. Leg bone, arm bone, extend out from the pelvis. What are you feeling underneath it all? Exhale all the way to the flatten. All the movement coming from your torso. Leg bone hugs, arm bone hugs. Release to neutral. Let the arm go down and let that knee bend up. So good. All right, let's do another rock. Let's see how that's feeling. Little side to side. Good. I'm going to kind of bring my knees in and out. So external rotation and internal rotation. How does that feel on that sacrum and the SI joint? Maybe then go the other way. Just kind of the feet will come in, the feet will go away from each other. So you're really working that as well. Beautiful. Let's drop it down. Before we go any further, let's bring those feet out wider. And you can just bring your arms out low V. Keeping the left leg up, just allow that right knee to drop down. Good. Notice how that right shoulder probably wants to get involved. So I'm going to let mine. I'm going to gently press that right shoulder in the ground and feel my shoulder blade. What does it want to do? It kind of wants to go over to the side and then slowly bring it up. And then go right into the other side. Keep the right knee up as you let the left one draw down. Left shoulder hugs. What are you feeling now? Bring it back and then just flow from side to side, your tempo. What feels good to you? It's nice to do an inhale and then exhale as you come back. But if that doesn't work for you or it's too much to think about the breath, that's fine too. Maybe try a different angle. Maybe bring the knees up closer to the armpit and draw down. Does that give you a little bit different information? Different places on that hip. Maybe one more time each side. Flowing with it. The other way. And coming back to neutral. Outstanding. Bring your feet back in. So we just have one more flow. Again, this is specific for that SI joint. So you might want to just kind of go a little typewriter side to side here with the hips and just notice what you're feeling. And this will be our last beautiful flow for today. So it's a relatively long one. So you're going to bring your feet under your hips. And I probably will shorten it up a little bit because we've done so much SI already. Let's start again with the right. So I'm going to press my heel in the ground to initiate this one and just lift the right hip. How does it feel now? Does it feel different than when we first started? And drop it down on the ground. We're just going to work the right side first. Now, just lift the hip from the hip. Oh, that is so much more challenging for my brain, I got to say. And drop it all the way down and relax. We're going to add in that same side shoulder. So whichever way you prefer to lift, I'm going to press my heel in the ground to lift that right hip. And then I'm going to gently press my right shoulder in the ground and slide the blade over towards the spine. And my head will turn to the right. And then allow everything to come all the way back and relax. It's really important on these to relax completely in between. So just do a quick check-in that you really have relaxed. Now we're going to lift hip and do the shoulder at the same time. So I'm going to press heel, lift right hip, squeeze shoulder blade in, looking that way. I'm going to do it with an inhale, exhale, drop it all down and relax. Let's just do it one more time. Press heel, lift hip, squeeze shoulder. And allow it to come all the way back and relax. Good, we're going to add on to it. So pressing the heel, lifting the hip, shoulder. Now just press your knees together. Good, knee squeeze. And then let everything come all the way back to neutral and relax. Good. One more time, same thing, but we'll add knees second. So pressing, lift the right hip, shoulder squeeze. Now squeeze the knees. Open knees and let everything go back and relax. Good. Now we're going to do all three together. So press heel, lift hips, shoulders, knees, squeeze. And let it all come back to neutral and relax. Beautiful. We're going to do all three together and then we'll add on. You ready? So press, lift hip, shoulders, squeeze, knees. Beautiful. Holding there. Keep squeezing the knees. Lift the left hip. Good. Now slide. The knees will kind of be together. You're going to slide down. Let the right hip drop. Pause. Open the knees. Let the left hip drop. and relax. You might want to readjust. Let's just do that one more time. All three together. Press, lift, hip, shoulder squeeze, knees squeeze together. Lift the right hip. Sorry, left hip, I apologize. Slide the knees till the left hip drops. Open the knees, drop on down the left side. Beautiful. And you might want to wiggle around a little bit, kind of adjust. And we're going to do that same thing on the left. So first, just lift the left hip, keeping the knees straight up. So it's really all about hip. And drop it down and relax. Do it one more time, initiating from the heel. Press the heel, lift the hip. Good. Notice if there's any difference. Relaxing everything else. Are you tightening up your upper body? Can you let it relax? Drop the left hip. Good. We're going to add on shoulder. So I'm going to press my left heel to lift my left hip. Then I'm going to squeeze that shoulder blade gently in and over, looking to the left, and then allow it all to come back. Let go of all your tension. Good. I'm going to do hip and shoulder at the same time. Press the heel, lift the hip as the shoulder comes over, looking that way, and slowly release it back. Let go of all the tension. Beautiful. Let's do it one more time together. So lifting hip, shoulder. Is it starting to get a little easier for the brain? And drop it all down. Good. We're going to add on at the top. So lifting the hip, shoulder, squeeze the knees. When I say squeeze, it's not a hard squeeze. It's a gentle squeeze. And then open and drop it all the way back. Let it go. How about if we do it all together? So lift hip, shoulder squeeze, knee squeeze, and open it all the way back and release. We're going to add on. You ready? So all together, hip, shoulder, knee squeeze, pause, lift the right hip. Let the knees rub together as you slide to let the left hip drop. Open the knees and come all the way back to neutral. And just adjust your body back. Beautiful. Do that just one more time. Press heel, lift hip, shoulder squeeze, knee squeeze. Lift the right, slide to the left, drop that hip, open the knees, and come all the way back. Beautiful work. Let's bring those knees in one more time. Oh, yeah, and give yourself that nice rock, whatever your body's asking for now. Notice, how does that feel in the SI joint? Excellent, excellent, excellent. We're just going to do a nice spinal twist to end. So I'm just going to let my feet drop down, arms out by my side of the shoulders. Good. I'm going to lift my heels and just let my knees drop over to the left. I'm going to gently look to the right and just relax here. Now, I might take my right knee and bring it up more towards my chest. Take the left hand here and just give myself a little bit deeper stretch. You just listen to your body. If you want a deeper stretch, you can come with me. If it just feels good to be where you're at, that's perfect. Take a nice deep breath. Feel the deep breath coming into the rib cage. And exhale and relax. Let's just do one more nice deep breath. Relax. Outstanding. All right, so from here, I'm going to lift that top leg. I'm going to bring it up and over to the other side, letting the other leg come up and over. And just wherever that feels good to you, to get that beautiful spine stretch. You're also, of course, going to be stretching in that IT band and the psoas. Just make yourself comfortable in that. Nice. Inhaling again into that side of the rib cage. And exhale. One more time, nice deep breath in. Just wringing out the spine. Lovely, releasing, letting that leg come over gently, bringing the leg straight down, arms down in your V, into your perfect position to completely let go of all the tension and drop all the instructions. Just allow your body to be still. I like to do a nice big cleansing breath here with the audible sigh out. Join me if that feels good to you. Inhale. And sink. I always like to end these, especially the longer ones, just a beautiful body focus. Just to notice, giving the brain the rest of the information to process. I think I'll start up on the head today so we can relax all the muscles in the face. So putting your attention up on your forehead and your eyes, softening your cheeks, relaxing the jaw. You might want to open it a little bit. Just relax all those muscles in the face. The throat, softening around that throat, the throat chakra, down into the heart space, relaxing there and taking your focus down into the front of the solar plexus, into the belly. Are you holding any tension in the belly? Take another nice deep breath there, just noticing. And exhale. Let it relax. Noticing what you're feeling up in the front of the hip flexors if you're a little more open now. Down into the tops of the legs, the knees, the shins, tops of the feet, down around the toes and underneath at the ball joints. Instep, heel, and up the back to the Achilles, the calves, back of knees, hamstrings, and up where they connect into the pelvis. How about your glutes? Are you tightening those little cheeks? Just let them both go. Lower back, mid back and rib cage, shoulder blades, the shoulders, tops of arms, elbows, forearms, the backs of the hands, all the fingers and the palms, and the neck. Just relax. Taking those nice deep breaths in and out, and just completely allow yourself to relax and melt. Visualizing yourself in your favorite, safest, most joyful place. Feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin. Softening and melting all the rest of the tension. You're like butter, just melting down into the ground. Maybe even feeling a soft breeze across your skin. Hearing the sounds that would go on in your space. Seagulls, ocean, the lapping of a lake. And allow yourself to just enjoy this beautiful space of relaxed healing.